Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we got a good one for you. We are doing a character guide on Minwu, recording this character guide live. If y'all aren't joining me live, if you're watching this pre-recorded, keep an eye out on my channel, turn those notifications on. I've been starting to do some of these character guides live. You actually get to see them early. Everybody watching the stream right now, you're going to have this like an hour before everyone else at least. I'm going to wait till after the stream is done, get everything uploaded and recorded. So definitely keep an eye out on my streams. I'm going to try to do this more often. My next target is Celis that I want to stream. We'll see. Depends on my schedule. But you guys are all here to see Minwu, right? So let's go ahead for Minwu. Just the base overview here. Minwu is a very interesting character. He's a healing character. He's a trap character. Can actually do a lot of damage, right? And he can delete turns, which is a very rare effect. You just have to be careful with how you're deleting turns with Minwu. Depends on how you're playing him. His turn deletion kind of counteracts his kit a little bit, so you just have to be skilled in how you're using it and use it at the right time, right? So in this video, we're going to go ahead and look at Minwu's calls. We're going to look at the artifacts. We're going to look at the spheres. Then we're going to jump into a little showcase. And I'm going to tell you all right now, just took a quick glance at the calls. Minwu's got some top tier calls. So if you summon for Minwu just for the calls, I wouldn't blame you. These are some fantastic calls. So one of the best calls in the game's history that I've used a lot as a Mid-Italian, and I've used it solely based on turn deletion. Well, Minwu here on the 15 gets turn deletion. All enemies lose a turn, and the calling member gets Holy Enchant, which enchant can be very valuable, right? And then you get a Max Raven attack up on top of it. So very, very nice there. Then we go to the LD. The LD is kind of crazy because, one, we get Holy Party Enchant, which is pretty rare. I believe Kuja might be the only Holy Enchant call. Maybe Theodore does it as well, but it's not common to have like group Holy Enchant for these elements on calls. So to have that is super valuable, especially you're going to run into a quest at some point that wants Holy. You might not want to run Holy in the party. This is a call that can get you by. Party Max Raven attack up. Party Brave damage up and HP damage dealt up. Are you kidding me? Then drops the Holy Anchor debuff down on the enemies, which is the trap. Are you kidding me with this call? This is a fantastic call, you guys. If you're someone that maybe you weren't planning to go in on Minwu, but you want to drop some tickets for that LD, I would not blame you. That is a great call. It's definitely one I'm going to be using. All right, so let's look at Minwu himself here, right? So Minwu, let's go ahead and look at the artifacts first. On the artifacts, now here, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is worse than a GIMP selfie. I got GIMP artifacts over here. Basically, the reason my artifacts aren't set is this is a brand new character, and I didn't want to take the time to go in and farm artifacts. I wanted to get this out right away. On stream, I kind of just, for fun, I had materials to buy some silver artifacts and just upgraded some, so that's why you're seeing so many not orange ones here. But here's what y'all want. I'll just tell you. You can't see it on the screen. But you want attack 108. Even though Minwu is a fairly support-based character with all the healing, Minwu is all putting a lot of damage with those traps. So the attack is very good. Then you want the C50, which is going to be attack and max brave up. So pretty standard build. I would say attack 108, max brave 330 is also a good substitute. But that's a pretty standard artifact build there, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the spheres. So once again, Minwu's got a pretty stable setup. The A slot, you just want attack and brave damage. Once again, look through your roster of your millions of A spheres. Pick whatever you've got that's going to give you good attack, brave damage. I really like these attack brave damage combos. So Jack and Rydia are two I talk about a lot. I like Rydia anytime we're doing weakness damage. Minwu is a Holy Enchant Imperialer, so you're going to get that weakness damage. So I think Rydia is very good here. But, you know, other ones like Sephiroth, like these combo attack 108 max brave 3, or not attack 108, but attack max brave combo spheres, those are also very good, right? So that could be good. You could just do a fat attack up. You could do a fat brave damage up. I think, actually, I'm going to shout out 7. I think 7's got a good one. Let me just grab 7, just because that one came to mind. I'm pretty sure 7 is a weakness damage, brave damage, which is very solid. And 7's going to be way down here. With our Type 0 crew. Let me see if I can find 7 in here. Where's my girl 7? Right here. Yeah, weakness damage, brave damage up. So if you want like the straight up brave damage, 7's a good shout here. I would definitely shout 7 there. On the C slot, this is a healing character, right? So we're talking Maria or Lude. Those are like your party attack ups. I think Minwu is deserving of a Garnet, though. Garnet is a selfish attack up. but Minwu is dealing significant damage, so you definitely could justify Garnet here. But I would say Garnet, Maria, Lude, any of those are fine. Garnet recently returned, so y'all maybe have some refined spheres for Garnet. Maybe you got some extra Garnet EXs and you want to max them out. You really like Minwu. Pretty good shout there. All right, so with that, guys, let's go ahead. Let's hop into the showcase. Those of you on my stream, you've been waiting a hot minute for this. You've been hanging around a while. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's go ahead and hop into a fight here. And we're just going to do my basic stage. I don't even need a friend unit. We'll just go normal here. All right, so we're going to hop in. So Minwu, I would say basically what you're going to want to do with Minwu is like start with the LD. But then after that, you can kind of play it by ear with what you want to do, right? So we're going to kind of go attack by attack here. So Minwu's going to open up right away. And so the first thing you're going to notice is Minwu has like some stacking buffs, right? And so what's going to happen here is Minwu's going to have a buff that stacks up to 5. And every time it stacks up to 5, Minwu's going to trigger an additional, okay? And this stack will go up once every time Minwu takes a turn. And then what happens is then when that additional goes off, it's going to refresh the debuff Holy Anchor. And Holy Anchor, you're going to put that down with pretty much almost every button Minwu does. All right, see, there you go, guys. The token 20% battery. I knew it was going to happen at some point, but I got enough to get through this video. I know how far 20% will get me. But there you go. Shout out to the 20% battery. Somebody commented on one of my videos. Wouldn't be a Joe video without that 20% battery warning, right? Of course, we got it here on the Minwu guide. Shout out to 20% battery. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's do the LD right away. So let's pop this. This is Soul of Rebirth. Okay. So this is going to do a fat party heal, which is, Minwu does a lot of healing, which is really good. I just want to see the damage here. Yeah, 800k AoE. That's pretty good damage, right? And so what this does is it's going to put, dude, so good we got it twice. Nice. All right. This is going to put the Holy Anchor trap down. The way Holy Anchor does is the trap is going to trigger anytime the enemies take a turn, or with certain Minwu attacks, it will bring it down. It's very similar to like an Ace trap, right? And it's going to deduct by 1 and do a single trap. So keep that in mind as we go through. And then that's basically it. The LD, it's really putting that Holy Anchor down, and it's going to be 6 turns, right? All right, let's go ahead. Let's get Gladio to attack through here. Basically, with Minwu, once you're at this point, you're just managing buffs and debuffs, but I would press the EX whenever it comes up. The EX is a very good Minwu button to press. The 15 and 35, you actually don't press those as much as you would think. The 35, you almost don't press at all. We'll talk about that. So what did we just do here? We need to do Core. So of course, Core's going to put the stuff on Minwu. Okay. Oh, you know what, guys? The one thing I faulted here was I didn't put a Force Charger in. That's the one thing, but I really wanted this team comp. I should have brought a selfie friend. Here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to restart this because I don't want you guys to wait forever to get the Force. So let me just give up quick. The question is can I find a selfie friend that isn't a GIMP selfie? Can I do that? Because we are doing a Force character, so it's going to be quicker if I just re-hop back in here. Hey, somebody wants to do a co-op with me. Sorry, but I'm a little busy right now, but we'll get there. All right, let's hop in again. Who's got a good selfie for me? Who's got a good greatness? I gotta check. What's your selfie looking like? I gotta check everybody now. Oh, GIMP selfie. Shout out to the GIMP selfie. I almost got caught right there, you guys. I almost got caught. 23. No, that's not gonna cut it, Greatness Z. Sorry, buddy. Do I not have one? All right, Majin Finch. I recognize you. Oh, come on now. All right, Majin Finch is gonna hook me up with a good selfie. Shout out to Majin Finch for giving me a good selfie. Oh, that Greatness Z, man. I don't know. I don't know about that Greatness Z fellow. 23 on the Force enhancements. Not sure how I feel about that. Y'all are trolling me with these GIMP selfies, you know. Y'all are trolling me. Alright. So let's hop back in. What I think I'm going to do. I'm not going to do like the well, should I do the crazy core setup? I kind of want to just get into this quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get selfie right away. And let's just pop that... I don't even think I'm going to LD. I'm not worried about the launch damage. I'm just going to wall out here. I just want a Force Charge. We're just going to wall out. I'm not really showing you like optimal Force time. Like on the current Shinryu, I'll probably do a comp like this with Minwu. It might be this exact same comp actually. Whatever the current Shinryu is, we'll probably do this and then we'll maximize out that Force time, right? All right, so let's wall out here. We're just going to Force Charge a bit. Get as much as we can just to get this going quick. And then as I showcase Minwu, we should naturally get up to that Force time and then we can hop in there, right? All right, so selfie's out. All right, 44%. Yes, much more efficient. Then we can go ahead and just do normal stuff. Get back to it. So we've already shown the LD. What I might do is I'll probably just pop the LD again to get in that same state. And then we'll keep going. Shout out to 50 people live, dude. This is great. Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. The live character guide, right? So we're going to go ahead and put that on the Minwu. Get Minwu going. All right. We do need to get through this guide, though, because I'm worried. I've never had the 10% warning. It could be a first. We're going to EX here. Shout out to the 10%. We don't want the 10% coming here. All right. All right, so Minwu's back. And Minwu's got back-to-back turns, which is good. So let's go back. We'll repop that LD. So once again, the big thing with the LD is we're getting 6 turns of the trap. So the enemies do start with 3 turns of the trap, but you just want to get that to 6 right away. Just get it to 6 right away. All right, so now we're back to Minwu. Minwu's got the EX, so let's go ahead and pop the EX. So let's try it. And then we'll explain what the EX does. Let's see what kind of damage we get here. The EX is a good button you want to press. All right, yeah, 800k AoE. We take that. And there's the trap. Big time trap, and we triggered it twice. Pretty nice there, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the EX here, and we'll kind of tell you what that EX does. So the EX did that big AoE attack, as you just saw there. We do get a free ability use on the next turn, which is really nice. Now, Minwu's going to give himself a buff called Power to Overcome Destiny. So what this buff is going to do is going to do a party in Max Brave attack up and then an overflow up. So pretty decent, right? Pretty decent little buff there that we get from the EX. And then it also subtracts a turn of Holy Anchor, right? So what happened there is we got it to trigger twice. And what'll happen is when you've got the BT effect up, because I don't have the BT, so I can talk about that right now. So let me just talk about the BT effect here while we've got it going on. So what the BT effect does is it makes it so Holy Anchor decreases twice every time it triggers. So you're getting like double traps. So in that instance, we would have gotten quadruple traps. So what happened there was the EX triggered the trap, and then the enemy turn triggered the trap. So we got double traps there. So pretty wild. So the trap damage is crazy. So if you do really like Minwu, like the BT is very useful, because with that BT effect, you're going to be getting double traps, and your damage is just going to get insane. So I'm not going to go and like pity the BT here, but I'm hopefully maybe we'll pick it up lucky on another banner. I've got tokens. We'll see how much I end up liking Minwu here, right? All right, so let's go back to Gladio. We'll just Dawn Hammer here. Now the enemies, we're going to watch them get turns, and they're going to get burned by the trap, right? And then we're going to get counter damage. We're going to get all kinds of stuff going on here, right? So there's the trap triggering. Additional attacks. Counter damage. So you can see this is going to be like mega off turn, which is kind of like meta right now, which is why Minwu's good. Just all the traps, all the off turn. Now what you're seeing is the traps are going to subtract every time they go off, but then you also are refreshing traps with certain attacks that you're doing. So you see we refresh the traps back up to 6. So what's cool about Minwu's traps, they're not like Ace where they're just going to peter out. Basically throughout Minwu's kit and just pressing buttons, you're going to be refreshing the traps, and you're basically going to keep them off the whole time, which is pretty darn busted, right? Let's go ahead. We'll just refresh this on Minwu again. Yep, we'll do that. Yep, let the attacks go through. Additional attacks. Enemies will attack, you get countered, get trapped, and it will go on like this. So this is definitely like, if you like these off-turn team comps, like Minwu's looking pretty darn good here. And our force gauge is about ready to go. So I think we are going to do some setup for that. And then we will talk about the 15 and 35 here, which we haven't touched on yet. We're almost ready. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm ready to drop Luna Freya here. So let's go ahead and see we got the free skill uses there, right? So let's drop Luna Freya just to give me a couple of free turns here. And then what I will do is I think I will just drop the force time, and then I'll kind of casually talk about Minwu's effects, right? So we got to do an attack first. We're at 99.3, right? So let's go ahead and do teleport. Teleport's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and attack here. And what you're going to see here, I just want to see it happen. Yep, deleted all the enemy's turns. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, here's why you have to be careful about touching that 15 button. Because if you're going into force time, which is what I'm about to do, you actually want the enemies to have turn, because you want them to trigger your off turn, right? So you want to be careful about how you do that. So the thing with Minwu is if you're in a situation where you don't want to touch the 15 and you might not want to touch the 35 because the 35 is just a heal. I don't even think it does damage. You may be pressing the HP plus, right? So let me go through teleport that I just used there, right? So the one thing is with that 5-turn stacking buff, which you're seeing there on the overhead, it does give him the plus version of teleport. So it adds splash to it when you have the plus version, but it's just an AoE attack. And then it deletes 1 turn if it's not plus, but if it's plus, it deletes all enemies' turns, right? Which is very, very good. He gets Proficient White Wizard buff, and this buff is an attack up, a max brave up, self, a holy enchant. And people always ask this, why have holy enchant when all of your attacks do holy, right? And here's the thing, and actually not all of his attacks do holy, only his 35 does. So his 35 actually is an attack that heals, that does holy. But if you're holy enchanted on top of a holy attack, it does increase the damage. So it's going to make all of his non-holy attacks holy, and then the holy ones that have that by default will actually be a little bit stronger, right? So he gets that white wizard buff, and then everybody, as long as it's plus, they all get the holy anchor minus 1 turn. So it subtracted the holy anchor and added the trap on, right? So pretty decent button. I'm sure we'll Reaper's Gale since we have it. Why not? We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, Yang, if you haven't played this game, you do a lot of damage in this game. We do like 180 mil burst phases. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Okay, so hopping back in with core, let's go ahead and hit Minwu again. Yeah, we haven't even started doing the strong damage yet, so just wait till you see like a BTFR situation. We haven't even gotten to the strong damage yet. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's hop into the FR since we got it. So this FR is called Life Connect. And we're partnered up with Kurosame. I'm going to say they're partners because they wear masks. That's what I'm going to say. They're partners because they're a little bit mysterious and they wear a mask. Sure. So the FR attack, I want to see the damage here. Okay. Oh, did it not do damage? Okay. Oh, yeah. So it didn't do damage, but we started at 150%. So we've seen that before. So this is a big time party heal, party battery, right? Now, the HP conditions are this. Holy Brave damage 5% and off turn damage is 5%. So 5% seems really low, but you can get it off turn. So you can build this sucker up pretty quick. So we're going to kind of start to see that. So I'll demonstrate Holy here just so you guys can see it. This wouldn't be optimal to use in a force time. Honestly, the Holy button you wouldn't press very often, but it's a big Brave gain, AoE Holy attack, heals the party, gives him the Proficient White Wizard buff, which you already are getting from other attacks, and then sets Holy Anchor to 6 turns. So let's go ahead and do it. This will not trigger the trap though, right? So let's do Holy. This also, oh shoot, we didn't do the LD yet. Yeah, we got to do the LD also. Sorry, my bad. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. I just read off the LD, my bad. So the FR, sorry. Big AoE attack. Oh, no, that's the burst effect. Hold on. Life Connect, yes. Battery heal, party the battery. And then during the force time, we get some good overflow, right? So very good. So sorry, yes, that was a non-damaging attack. Got confused. So let's go ahead. We don't really, oh, you know what? I should have brought Cissnei to this fight. That's what I should have brought. Instead of core, I was going to bring Cissnei. Because Cissnei's got the off turn that's going to buff the gauge, right? Alright, let's go in Lion's Roar here. And then we'll get back to Minwu. And then as the enemies take turn, you're going to really see the off turn kind of start to trigger here. But yeah, maybe Cissnei instead of Gladio, because then core and Cissnei would be doing off turn. Like Kayn would be really good to bring, Freya would be really good to bring, any of that stuff, right? Let's pop the LD. And did I not equip the LD? Oh no, right here, Soul of Rebirth. Yeah, let's pop it. Oh, that's right, I did the LD earlier. Yeah, so I did it. Sorry, I already did the LD. I'm going crazy, but let's just pop it anyways. Yeah, there we go, LD pop. All right, so the percentage is not getting too crazy right now, but once again, you can see those little ticks are going to add up. Now watch the enemies take turns. Traps are going to trigger, counters are going to trigger. This is how you really get the FR gauge up. So there, we got 10% on that one. Trap's going to go off. That's going to trigger another 10%. This is going to trigger another 10%. So the reason why we're getting 10% is because all my characters are wholly enchanted right now, and they're doing off turn. So when you're getting 10% every off turn, you can see this is ridiculous. It's building up fast. And if you have Minwu's BT effect, you're triggering double traps. So then you're getting extra counters, extra off turns that are going to help the force gauge even more, right? Let's go on Tempest here. Sorry guys, it's been a long stream. We're getting through it though, but we're okay, we're okay. Let's repop the, oh no, we're good. I thought I had Gladio there for a second. We'll go ahead and just keep refreshing this on Minwu. Gladio, we probably need to pop the LD soon, but this is good. We're going to see more off turn. We're going to see that force gauge popping off, right? Yeah, it might actually be 5% per enemy too. You can see here, we're getting 10% each time we counter. But I believe it's 5% for Holy, 5%. But it could be that just the, it might be that just the off turn is 5 and then the Holy might be on turn only. That's definitely possible. So we're either getting 10% because it's triggering both of them, or because it's just triggering the Holy or the off turn, but it's hitting 2 enemies. Because if you're doing triple enemies, then in theory it would be doing 15, right? Either way you look at it, you just want to run it off turn. Hey, shout out to the 10% for the first time. But we're about done, right? We've pretty much done everything. Let's pop the EX again. The EX is really good. You want to press this during FR because then you're going to get double pops. So we're going to get the trap pops here. Okay, so we got a little bit of launch. Then we're going to get some traps going. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, and then the Sublime Soul refreshing. So that's what's refreshing the traps. That's when we're getting that counter up to 5 up. Then it's triggering that extra bonus attack, right? And then that's refreshing our traps back up to 6, which is keeping everything refreshed. So it's very, very good, right? So we'll just finish off this force time, but you can see I'm not very optimized here because if I were running like Sisney or Kane, I think we'd be doing a lot more damage than maybe Gladio, but Gladio's still putting in work, right? But very easily getting this past 400%, you definitely can optimize this a lot higher. Plus, if you're doing like really aggressive fights where the enemies are attacking a lot, you can go crazy. But you can see why that 15 can be a little deceptive because deleting turns is great, but you don't want to do it now when you got all that off turn coming, right? All right, so we'll go one more turn here. Let's just go ahead and do Moonlit. We'll go ahead and finish this off with Minwu. What we'll do is we'll pop the Brother Summon at the last one. I love popping Brothers at the end because it just does so much freaking damage. All right, let's go and pop that Summon. So normally if you pop this at like 800%, it does like 10 mil AoE. We just did 6 mil AoE, which is all right. And sure, let's just finish, I guess, with, well, let's do, sure, we'll do Teleport because it's going to trigger the trap and it's going to delete their turns. Sure, delete the turns. Why not? And then the trap. There we go. So pretty good damage. So anyways, guys, there you go. There's Minwu. Pretty cool character. Very good if you like off turn. Very good for healing. Very good for traps. The other thing I didn't mention too is the traps actually heal you. So it's kind of like Gao where like you're just not going to die. You're just going to keep getting healed. So as long as they don't one-shot you, like you're going to be looking good. So anyways, guys, hope this guide helps. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.